friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm trying a new lighting today. I've gone for the warmer setting on my ring light, so I'm going to see how this goes. If I hate it, I will immediately switch back. In fact, I'll probably stop recording, check it. So if the lighting changes suddenly, I hated it. Thanks so much for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, I'd love it if you would subscribe, hit like, leave a kind comment. Thank you so much to every single person who has hit subscribed, who has liked and has commented. Your support means the absolute world to me. This is something that I've wanted to do for the longest time now, and I'm so glad that I've done it. It's made me so happy, and so many people have come forward and said that my first video about mindset really helped them. So I have decided to make the mindset videos a monthly thing at least. If it goes even better than that, I might make them weekly. So I'm going to be doing like a monthly mindset video on different aspects of mindset, maybe a little bit about law of attraction, gratitude, personal development, things like that. So hopefully you guys will really like that as well, because I got such a good response from the first video. I changed it. I've gone back to the middle setting. So today's video is all about debunking hair extension myths. So if you don't know me already, I am a qualified hairdresser. I have been since 2015, so coming up to 6 years now. However, I currently own a business in hair extensions. I also do curly blow dries, pin curls and setting as well. I didn't actually like the colouring side of hairdressing, so I just wanted to do the more styling side of things, and I really enjoy that. So yeah, I run a hair extension business, and I have done now for, what are we on now? July 2019 I started, so what are we in now? March? So we're coming up to 2 years really, like over 18 months I've been doing this for now, and I absolutely love it. Obviously the pandemic has massively halted my work. Like last year I probably worked about 10 weeks of the year. Today's video is all about debunking common hair extension myths. I get clients come in the chair no end of times, and they say in my inboxes, and they say, I'm really scared these are going to ruin my hair. Like, do hair extensions damage your own hair? What other ones are there? Do hair extensions make my hair do hair extensions make my hair grow quicker? And do you have to have a certain type of hair to have hair extensions? Is my hair too thin? Is it too short? Is it too long? If this video seems like something that you're interested in, grab yourself a little drink. I've got a nice iced coffee. Oh, amazing. I don't know if anyone's ever tried the My Protein flavour drops. If you haven't, get them. No calorie, no sugar. Great for iced coffees, great for hot coffees, because sugar doesn't obviously dissolve very well in cold drinks. So these are perfect because I can taste it. I got the marzipan flavour and the toffee flavour. So yeah, grab yourself a nice drink, get yourself comfy, get cozy, chilled, relaxed, do whatever your heart desires, and get ready to listen to me debunking some common hair extension myths. First myth, it is the most popular myth, the most common myth that I've ever come across, and that is, I've heard hair extensions ruin your own hair, or I've had hair extensions before and they've ruined my hair, or I've seen people with hair extensions in and their hair is absolutely awful when they come out. So there's a few conflicting factors in this situation, but in short, the answer is no. Hair extensions do not ruin your own hair. What does ruin your own hair? If the technician hasn't fitted them properly, if the hair extension method is not right for your hair type, the technician should know which hair extension method is right for your hair type. I'll go into a little bit more about that in a second. Or if you don't attend regular maintenance appointments, if you don't attend those, or if you don't follow the aftercare instructions. They're the 4 factors that could make hair extensions ruin your hair. So the first one is always go to a qualified hair extension technician. Don't go to your mate, don't do it yourself. If you don't want to ruin your hair, if that's what you're worried about. People don't actually know is, well, you can do a hair extension course essentially and not be a qualified hairdresser. And you do whatever you feel best. And if you know people that are brilliant at it and they're not hairdressers, then that's fine. But in my personal opinion, as a hairdresser, I have a lot of knowledge about hair itself, the science and the biology, if you will, of hair. I know about colouring hair and how hair reacts and grabs to hair. I know how to colour. I know how to cut human, normal hair, and that helps me cut hair extensions well. When things do go wrong, what it could typically be, because I've learnt and studied hair. And people are really quick to take the mick out people who do hair and beauty, 2 completely separate courses, by the way. You can't do hair and beauty together. In England, you can't anyway. There is actually a lot of, what's the word? Not practical, the other one. theory. There is a lot of like written work to hairdressing. There's a lot of science behind how the hair, like sort of like the follicles and like how it grabs to colour and the formulas and things. Like there is a lot to it. I'm not trying to make out that this is some kind of like bachelor's degree here, but I'm just saying it isn't as simple as leave school at 16 and learn to make people's hair look pretty. I always recommend doing your research about people in your area who do hair extensions and see if they are hairdressers as well. I don't want to then slam people that aren't hairdressers doing hair extensions because they've had the same training as us. However, if you go to a hairdresser, they are more likely to understand sort of if anything was to go wrong, what the reasoning was. And I've noticed a lot of people who aren't hairdressers who do hair extension courses are a little bit scared to cut the hair extensions in, which then leads to blending issues. That's from personal experience that I've seen people like on Facebook pages and things that I'm in about hair extensions. And I'm not saying anybody who isn't a hairdresser and does hair extensions is worse. I'm not saying that at all. That's number one. Go and find yourself a qualified hair extension technician and do your research. Take some time. There's no rush. I'm one of those people that want things doing yesterday, but sometimes you do need to take a little step back and think, yeah, I need to research this properly. This is a big thing. Second one, I can't remember what order I'm doing these in, but the second one is if the hair extension technician fits the hair extension method that is wrong for your hair. So all methods that I personally do are heat-free, chemical-free. Yeah, heat-free and chemical-free. If you come to me and you sit in my chair and you have got hair up to here and it's so thin, the last thing you're getting put in your hair is a weave. I will never ever fit a weft into your hair. So the hair extension technician should immediately, by looking at you and your hair and having a little touch of your hair, should know what extension method is right for you and if hair extensions are right for you, full stop. That's another really important one. The right method for your hair type is so important. If you've got really, really fine hair, you don't want to be getting a big 200 gram weft put in your hair. You need individual bonds. Number 3 is maintenance appointments. I recommend my clients to come 8 weeks maximum. In times like this with the pandemic, obviously it's a little bit different. Sometimes I can stretch to absolutely 10 if you absolutely have to, but I say 8 weeks maximum. 6 weeks is better, really. I say 6 to 8. 8 is the really, really pushing it. And what I'll do, row by row, take a row out, brush it all the build up out, because it's natural to get a bit of build up around where the extensions sit, like where product will naturally sit, shampoo will naturally kind of gather there a little bit. It's impossible to not have that. Anyway, if you don't attend these appointments up to every 8 weeks, if you don't attend those appointments every 8 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks, after that, because the hair extensions are growing out, you have like a area between the scalp and where the hair extension is that can get really matted here, and that's how you lose hair. When your hair's knotted, you have to pull all this hair out. So attending maintenance appointments is so crucial. If you can't afford to keep up with 6-week maintenance appointments, hair extensions might not be for you, because that is so, so important. And then the fourth one is if you don't follow aftercare. So personally for me, every single client that walks through my door receives an aftercare sheet. They receive a client consultation form that they fill in and they take away. I take a picture of it, so I've got it for my records. And then they receive an aftercare sheet. And that's really, really important, because they've got it then, and I cannot be held liable for anything that happens, because they have got a clear step-by-step aftercare sheet on how exactly they should look after it. It includes things like going on holiday, going on the sunbeds, sleeping, washing, brushing, how many you're expected to lose if you have individual bonds, because obviously they will come out in between maintenance appointments. That's only normal. They're the 4 main factors of how hair extensions could ruin your hair. They've not been fitted properly by a technician, the method isn't right for you, you don't attend regular maintenance appointments, and you don't follow aftercare. I got a text then. God, that text has really thrown me off. Have a good technician with and you've got the right method for your hair. You attend regular maintenance appointments every 6 to 8 weeks, and you follow all aftercare. You shouldn't have any issues with hair extensions. The second myth is that hair extensions make your hair grow faster. So this is a bit of like a no. It's no, basically. It's no, because nothing speeds up hair growth, like nothing. Well, they say that, but then this rice water thing seems to be working for people. Hair extensions won't make your hair grow quicker. However, because you can't see your hair and it's under all this hair extension, and then like my length hair, for example, and I get extensions put to about here, I will be focusing on styling the ends of the hair that's here rather than here. So I will be putting less heat on the ends of my hair, and then you're not focusing on like styling the ends of your hair, so you're not frying the ends of your hair, having split ends, having to get them cut off or them snapping off. So it doesn't make your hair grow any faster than it normally would. However, it can help with hair growth. Like, you know, when you see somebody and then you've not seen them for like 6 months, or not even 6 months, like 3 months, and then you see them again and you're like, oh my God, you've lost weight, but they don't notice that they've lost weight because they see themselves every day. It's exactly the same with your hair. I know there's, oh God, I've got a few clients now that have actually matched their hair extension length. So don't get me wrong, they'll start with like 20 inches and they'll have to have trims, but their hair will grow down. Then obviously I'll trim the hair extensions and they'll meet in the middle, so they'll gain some length on their own hair as well. That's like another like branch of that. Like, hair extensions don't make your hair any thinner than what it already was, unless the technician has had to take weight out of your hair because it's too thick for extensions. Some people's hair, you could put 500 grams of hair in. By the way, the average like I would use is 160. Like, you can go all the way up to like 250-ish. Some people have 300. I've never ever had to fit 300. Or even 250. Even if somebody has all that hair in, they will still have like a blunt line. You understand that the hairdresser will have to take some weight out of your hair and possibly chip into the end of your hair. So like when there's this big, when you've got a nice strong baseline like this, it can sometimes be quite hard to blend. So what the hairdresser will do is take a little bit of weight out the ends or chip into the ends slightly just to make it a little bit more pointed and help the hair extensions blend better. This isn't taking length off your hair, and this isn't going to damage your hair. When you get them out, your hair will feel thin. Your hair isn't actually any thinner because there's no, like, your hair hasn't gone anywhere. It's obviously just because you're used to an extra 160, 180 grams of hair on your head. Third myth, which is similar to about the thickness thing, is, so when I've got clients in the chair and I'm brushing their hair out, at the end of the appointment, there'll be like quite a lot of hair on the floor. It's because on average, every human being loses about 120 hairs off their head every single day without even knowing. You shed hair every single day, around between 80 and 120. When you've got the hair extensions in, more often than not, they're clamped in with like a bead, or the tape can sandwich it on there. And the hair that's shedded, it will have like come off the scalp, but it's stuck in a bead, so it can't shed discreetly without you knowing throughout the course of the days, the weeks, or the months that you in between your appointments. So when you come to me and I take a row out and you've just got a naked scalp on the row, and I brush it all out, all them hairs that have already shedded off your hair that have just been trapped in a bead are going to come out and get off your head. So if you go to a hair extension appointment and you notice a lot of your own hair on the floor on maintenances and they've not cut anything, you're not losing hair, you're not going bald, nothing's happening. Well, you shouldn't be. It is normal because you would have shed hair in that time space just a little bit more discreetly, but it hasn't been able to literally like get off your head because it's been stuck in a bead. If that hair extensions as well, you want to ask what kind of branding of hair that they use, either the company or the, I don't know what the word is, whether it's like Indian, Russian, Mongolian or Brazilian. That's really, really important. Normally Indian hair is not as long lasting as Russian Mongolian. Chinese hair is normally not even as long lasting as Indian. Brazilian's normally in the middle. Brazilian's quite a good one, like, as well. Really popular one as well is like a myth is, well, you charge so much, but I know someone who does it like a full head fitting for £150, including the hair. In hair extension terms, I think I'm gonna be honest here, and I think I'm right when I say cheaper is never better, ever. Ever better. So say you get a quote from me for 22-inch nano ring hair extensions that will last you 12 to 18 months with the correct maintenance and aftercare. And then you go somewhere else and say, I found it £200 cheaper. Can almost guarantee you now, it will not be Russian Mongolian hair that they're fitting you. You can find somebody that fits, you can buy hair and they can fit hair for £150 or under. That hair is not going to last you 5 minutes. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm just being completely honest there. I might get people in the comments that say, oh, I've had hair that lasts this and that. That's great. You might be an exception. In my experiences, I've actually had that happen to me before I did hair extensions. And I've seen people do it since. Cheaper is 99.9% of the time never better. Quick debunking myth about a word, a term that's used in hair and hair extensions a lot is the word Remy. So 100% human Remy hair. All Remy means is that every single strand of hair, all the cuticles are facing the same way. That's what it means. So it can be Remy hair, but it can still be absolutely shit quality. So generally you want it to be Remy, yes, but Remy doesn't always mean it's the best or good at all. Normally the better high-end hair will be Brazilian or Russian Mongolian. And the lower end ranges will be Indian, Chinese. They're normally not as high quality hair. So if you want something that's a little bit more short term, maybe you're getting married and you want something for like your hen do, wedding and honeymoon and that's it, Indian hair will be quite handy for you because it'll only last you sort of 6 months. If you want something a little bit more longer lasting that's going to be for every day, long periods of time, you want to invest in it, Russian Mongolian will be better for you. I think I've covered everything in terms of debunking hair extension myths. If I haven't and you want me to do part 2 and you want to ask me any questions, you can either comment them below or you can message Lock and Roll Hair. I might even do like a Q&A on there. If you have any particular questions that I didn't answer today, let me know and I can definitely film a part 2 for you. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a kind comment or a question about hair if you want to know anything else. And if you don't want to miss anything, turn your notification bells on. But for now, I will see you in my next video. Bye!